maybe you can tell us something both personal, but and then also on the policy level, what are the differences to Germany and different environments in Germany?
Yeah, well, I think on the federal level, or if we talk about gender categories, we have the situation in Germany that they just introduced the third gender category, diverse. So it's legally recognized, but it has nothing to do with sports environments. And nobody knows if this category will really help to claim or to work against discrimination of non-binary, intersex, and trans people who choose this category. It's on a legal level, and hopefully it will change something, but if it comes to sports, it's really a binary system at all. I was doing sports a lot, mountaineering, playing football before my transition, and with my transition I stopped doing sports at all for some years, feeling uncomfortable. And then I was living in Bremen, which is a small town in Germany, and there was after some years I thought, okay, I should start doing sport again, but I didn't know where to go, because I couldn't play football with women in women clubs were very often lesbian feminist clubs, and I couldn't join as trans man there. And I didn't feel fit enough and strong enough to compete with other men in football. So then I decided, okay, I will start swimming, which is in some way easier because it's an individual sport. And I had a gay friend, and that was really nice because he also was interested and started swimming, and we went together to the gay and lesbian swimming club in the town. And I went there and went to the trainer and explained that I'm a trans person, but I would like to participate, and the trainer was very nice and was, of course you can join, you can participate, but we have a problem, we have only locker rooms for women and for men, and which one would you like to go? And then I decided, because I had my gay friend was a company supporting me, and I decided, okay, I go with him in the men's locker room, and that was really nice, because then I decided I don't want to be ashamed of my body, and I will just dress up and shower with all the others. And the first time I was a little bit uncertain how to behave, and the others were also a little bit uncertain, but then we started talking about swimming experiences, about what we are doing, and then because it was a really small town and small club, I felt relaxing. I could be there with my body and all the others, and in some way it was really a nice experience that all these discussions about we need extra rooms and we need safe spaces. Of course we need, but at the same time it was really nice to experience, but we can be respectful to each other with our different bodies and be there. And that was a really nice experience for me. But it only worked in Bremen, which is a very small town. It was a
How small is Bremen?
Because I don't know. But the swimming club, the gay swimming club, is very small. There are, I don't know, eight people. They are all always the same. When I moved to Berlin, which is much bigger, much more queer people, much more trans people, I also went swimming there, and it does also work for me, but it was much more complicated because in Berlin, the swimming club, each week there are other gay men coming. So you don't have this effect of you know each other, and then it doesn't work the way. So But and when I started doing sport in Berlin, I then decided to go to Seidenwechsel because I saw on the internet that there are a sport club who's open to trans people, and I really liked that. If you go to the training, there's a noun and pronoun round at the beginning, so you can introduce yourself with your name and pronoun. And in some way, there are locker rooms for trans people. There is no structure. There are those projects like trans interswimming once a month, or outsport project, outside project, which is organized by Martin for trans and inter people, sport events for trans and inter people. And I think these are very important things, but at the same time, there are a lot of I know a lot of trans people who don't go there. Even it is explicitly for trans or inter people, because I think because they don't feel comfortable with their bodies, or they stopped doing sports years ago, and so what I would think it would be very important to start with small projects to create queer spaces where trans and inter people can be with their bodies, also showering and seeing the bodies of the others, and experiencing the differences of bodies, being there in the same space, being there together, and yeah. And I don't know what to do to help people to come out of their rooms and go in rooms with other people and bodies together. But for me, it's I really often have the feeling I don't want to change the binary system, but I want to create queer spaces and abolish all this separation of sexes and genders.
I mean, from people who are not so informed of the Berlin gay and lesbian sport scene, which is really big, both Vorspiel and Seitenwechsel existed for 30 years, and they really is something like uncomparable to anything in Croatia. They have like 1,000 members, they have some professional staff, they have lots of people they involved professionally. So the scale of the infrastructure, support, continuity is really big, even compared to our mainstream clubs, like just having a club for 30 years and have it shift in different modes of working, from being super hidden to being public, to actually changing public policies. It's a huge difference. And what you said was interesting, that you want to work more in establishing queer spaces. I felt we need different things at the different times. So of course that could be one of the strategies, but for some people they really want to work with competitions and abolish the binary divisions, especially, for example, for long distance swimming. Women have been doing amazing results, and there is a scientific study that in endurance sport, women, especially in swimming, have kind of more kind of uncomparable better results to men, just because the floating of women's body is better, and I think the reach when you are swimming crawl. So what we now see is like unfair advantage of men in sports that require, I don't know, bigger bone structure. In swimming can be actually opposite. It can be that the women will be doing the absolute records and not the men. I mean, if you don't have any urgent, do you feel?
Yeah, but I think we have also to think about new ways of organizing competitive
Competitions.
And perhaps we need more competitions for mixed teams also, for example. So because you have if it comes to competitions, you have always this question: if there are men's teams and women's teams, where can people who don't fit this categories participate?